Hello everyone. So welcome back to the Trump Karmic Happenings readings. This one's for Tuesday, October 14th, 2025, of course. Hope you guys are doing good. Thank you so much for all the hypes, the hype button that's being used. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes and the new subscribers. Thank you so much. So what's going on with Tweaker Taco? Grifting. The grifting and doesn't seem to be able to golf anymore. Agent Krasnov, that's his name. Agent Krasnov. The Epstein files just chasing him around. Right there. Ooh, okay. So the forces in motion for the entire day with Eight of Cups reversed. Well, he's not moving forward. He's stuck. He's exhausted. His lymphatic system isn't flowing. He's got tumors and addictions and the constriction of the lymphatic flow. And he's stuck. He's just stuck in avoidance and yeah. He may underneath it all be feeling hopeless because, 'cause we're talking major exhaustion with this card. Now, the challenge card I read as a reversal. And we have the King of Cups. So I'm going to flip it around. Okay. Just so that you get that image. I'm not going to speak as if it's upright, because it's not when it comes in a challenge position. So I want you to get that clear. I'm a teacher by nature. So but anyway, with the King of Cups reversed, he's most of all tummy troubles, but it could be a pain medicine dude that's giving him a little too much or not enough, and he's really is in pain. This also is somebody who may be an advisor to him, but he's untrustworthy, who's an addict himself, who's emotionally unstable and selfish himself. Gee, who does that remind you of? What water sign man does that remind you of? See the guy that gave the Nazi salute twice? See the guy that ran around with I guess it was a fake chainsaw or whatever on stage, but let's see. Could it be Elon Musk? If it's a doctor, he's in trouble. This is not good. But I think it's Elon Musk. The sick things that these guys are trying to do, with like they're talking about building. So appreciate a comment someone left, and I'm sorry I don't remember your name, but speaking to the fact that and NASA's all up in it, but they're trying to build they have plans to build a fusion, big old plant on the moon, on the south side of the moon. Like what? Already screwed up Earth enough and put so many satellites out into space. Why do we? Yeah. And then all the oh my goodness, the atrocities at the data centers, the big old data centers that. I guess that's for all of us to have our stuff up in the cloud and have my videos even up there. Okay, so at the base of the reading for all day, we have the sun reversed. So this is a lot of sundowning when it comes to his Alzheimer's dementia issues. This is somebody who's going through breakdowns of the bodily systems. This is problems with his solar plexus, like I was feeling yesterday at the top of the, it wasn't burning. So I kind of was thinking, oh, maybe pancreas, but nah, 'cause it wasn't burning, and it wasn't like, like acid reflux or GERD or anything like that. It was tightness. It was So I think there's more of that today, because this is the solar plexus card, right? Heart area. But yeah, I mean, and he deserves that, right? He deserves that. He's pushed himself out there to get to Gaza and do his thing to try and, because he wants a Gaza tower in there someday. And I already said enough about that in his health reading. But anyway, he's got the fatwa on his head, and so does Netanyahu. And I think he's worried about that. And I think his body is, rebelling on him, actually just trying to teach him some things. But he's not doing good. This is not good when it comes to health, when it comes to a person's vitality and their life force. And I do believe on another level, this is revealing his own darkness. So, okay. In the past, he's had an overwhelming amount of kudos. He's had some success with, relationships is about the best way I could say it. I would never say the guy's happy or is feeling a lot of joy or having a new heart opening, because that's not him. This is more about he's didn't mind receiving all the accolades, for the situation in Gaza. And releasing the hostages, and that I love, but Trump does not do anything that doesn't serve him. So, the peace plan, the Nobel Peace Prize, blah, blah, blah. It's all about that. Woo! What's hanging over him is sleeping on his own bed of nails with the Ten of Swords reversed. This is also my card for, when it comes to reversed, this is a card for, I don't think he's going to fake his own death, because it could be that. But it's a card that has to do with conspiracy theories. It's a card that has to do with accidents when it's reversed, with sharp objects. Yeah. I feel like it's more, the thing that we can count on with this card is revealing that his mind is going blank. And because, he had to pump himself up with tons of drugs to do to do that whole trip. And there's always, the payback. With every advantage, there's a disadvantage. There's always, the law of paying the price. All right, and we've got the drugs here, we've got the avoidance here, and oh boy. Okay, near future, it's just going to get even better for him. Oh God. Mental stress and fog, instability, head colds, laryngitis, financial loss, bankruptcy. He's already done that 6 times, right? He bankrupted a couple of casinos too, right? Of course, I think that was just all for purposes of money laundering. But also, I think this is just him following the trail of blow that he can find. Near future, I need some more blow. I can't handle it, man. I need more blow. Donnie, where are you? Because, Don Jr. is his major supplier there. He might be feeling left out and isolated after all this attention that he just loves having, right? Because he's an attention whore. It's all he is. Internally, he's thinking he's on top of the world and that he's made all these great decisions and things are moving forward. But is that true? Externally, the 7 of Wands is stroke energy, is heart problems, TIA, what is it, I can't even say it, transemic, yeah, ischemic or whatever, transient ischemic, that's it. I'm probably still saying that wrong, but attack. So, small stroke that he might, may or may not do him in, but yeah. Also, hold on one second. God. This is a card, one of the taco cards, caving in and giving up. He's on top of the world, but externally, he thinks he's on top of the world, but externally, I don't know. I think he's having trouble talking. I think he's got throat problems because I'm going through something here. I hate it. I hate doing that. So that's why I use the cards. I don't want it in my body. In the long-term future, this is America becoming more and more of us, well, we've known for a long time, but more and more people understanding that this nation is being run by a very dysfunctional man whose his own family was just very dysfunctional, and there's no inner stability within him at all. So how the hell is he supposed to create stability in the United States of America? No. And this is also a card for unexpected surgery because of a stroke. And for my new viewers here, and I apologize to my old viewers for repeating something. I hate repeating myself over and over, but I did have a dream a couple months ago. Two dreams. The first one was that I was at a restaurant. I was with my friend. He was over this way, talking to his friend and telling his friend, I have to watch my diet because I have diverticulitis and it can be really painful. So there's that. The next dream was me as a nurse sopping up, what is it when you use like I had tongs and the gauze, or like the cotton balls, tongs and cotton balls, and I was wiping up the oozing liquid coming out of both sides of his face because he'd had some kind of surgery. But I think the image of the slits on both sides of his face and me wiping it up was only just to show that he'd had some surgery and it left him unable to speak. Okay, so that's my only real prediction that I can give, and I have no idea when. Except for I've gotten, the last guidance I got was I don't know when he would be incapacitated to the point where he can't speak, but I got that he would be gone by July 4th next year. So, and prior to that, I had gotten it'd be on a national holiday, so that makes sense. But that was way back, I think in March or. Was it May? It was either March or May. I don't know. But we kept thinking, okay, hopefully this next holiday, and shoot, no. Hasn't happened. So anyway, and then it gets even better. Oh my goodness, to have the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords in one day. So Five of Swords is a card for defeat because the guy is rapist. He's a murderer himself. He has all that on his soul from COVID. Think of all the people who died from COVID, not just in America, but all over the world, because he didn't stop it when he knew it was coming through. And he stayed quiet about it. So, Five of Swords. So we're in the area of raping, pillaging, things like that, assault, being bullied because he's been criming, his own vengeance. He's on, his vengeance tour for anybody who's ever, he's going after Letitia James because she nailed him for all that business fraud in New York State. So, New York City mostly. And I mean, this card is just so rich, especially when it comes through upright. Reversed, I just see it as reclusive and maybe going to a funeral, maybe moving on, maybe compromising, another taco card. But upright, no, it's somebody who loves to fight, so they attract that. They've got that karma, right? Somebody who will run into somebody who's bigger than him at some point and be defeated by that person, whoever, or maybe more than one person. Somebody who is humiliated because they've been humiliating others. Remember when he mocked the handicapped person? I mean, or any handicapped person, basically. He's shown us who he is over and over and over again. So, yeah. And people will have their vengeance on him because that's all he's been doing. But also, and I'll end with this, it's a card of murder, and it's a card of being unable to communicate. So again, inability to communicate. Now, how long it takes for all this to play out, I don't know. Timing is very challenging. There are too many other factors involved, too many other people. Okay, that's it for today. Take good care. Let's take a deep breath and let all this go. Bye.